all the slides. First, we were discussing about the business. I mean, from the first day, like painting the goods and resources with money. Two types of business: service-based business and the profit-based business. And IT business analyst. I mean, business analyst will be two types. One is IT business analyst, and another person is an IT business analyst. And an IT business analyst who is going to act as a bridge between the business units and the solution providers. That means client and the consultancy. And a non-IT business analyst, that means who is actually going to find out the business needs, and based on the time and budget is going to provide the optimal solution. So this is about a non-IT business. I mean, the responsibility of a major responsibility of a non-IT business analyst. And it happened to discuss on ERP systems yesterday. It's a centralized database have been integrated with the different modules, and especially it is going to be a database for your organization, a centralized database especially for your organization. So it has been integrated with different modules. And the example for this ERP is Oracle, SAP, PeopleSoft. So there are a number of, and these are the major things. And types of IT companies: product development IT company and the application development IT company. A product development IT company is majorly going to concentrate on their product development. Of course, they're going to concentrate on the customer's need also, but majority wise, like, they are actually going to concentrate on how to develop their products. So understand the product features, understand the product domain, understand where this product is going to be fixed. So, and even like, customization required for this product to fit in this client requirement. All these things are going to be considered in this product development IT companies. The application development IT companies is going to understand the client industry. So ultimately it is going to serve to the client directly. So this is about types of IT companies. And how a project get initiated. There are two ways to get the project. One, client realizes his needs, and a third party will make the client realize. Sometimes client himself is going to give you the project, and sometimes a third party will be there who can invoke this project. And the project size. Yesterday we discussed about this project size. A small project, medium project, and large project. A small project is something like for 6 months. So within 6 months project, you can call it as a small project. And 6 months to 1 year project can be called as a medium project, and above 1,000 man-hours project can be called as a large project. And depending on the project size, you have to take the time to analyze these requirements, to gather the requirements, otherwise to understand this project, otherwise to understand this client environment, whatever it may be. You need to take a 15% of the project size. That means if the project man hours is 500, at least you have to take 150 hours to understand the client needs. So then you can understand the severe, how important you are in a project. So, and depending on the team size, you are going to hire, as per the norms again. So they are going to hire the business analyst. If the team size is 12 to 13 people, you have to, as per the norms, they have to hire at least 2 BAs. And if the team size is 24 to 25, they have to hire 4 business analysts. So this is as per the norms. And the project types. Yesterday, I was just rushing when I was explaining about this project type. I understand that. So let me take some time to explain about this fixed bid and billing project again. So because I mean this point is really important. So fixed bid project, budget and time will be fixed here. And the billing project, per resource, per hour they are going to pay. This is about the billing project. Example, I'm giving you a project, something like, develop a website. I'm asking you to develop an online internet banking website or a simple online training website. So, fixed bid projects. So, I'm just asking you to, develop a website, and I'm just giving you some time, a 1 week time. And I'm not at all thinking about how many people you are going to hire and how much time you will be working on this project. I'm not at all thinking about it. So in this fixed bid project, I want my project need to be delivered as per the time within this budget. For an example, 5 people, $5,000 are there, like you hire 3 people, designer, developer, and networking architect, and yours. And all alone, I cannot deliver this project within 1 week. So let me take the help of 3 people, and you hire them for 1 week. So you have it. In this 1 week, you're trying. You actually negotiated with them like 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 like that. So 3,000 you will be paying. And of course, you are also working on this project, so at least 1,000 you have to get, and the remaining 1,000 would be your profit. So like that might be you might have calculated in that way, and you committed for that project. So I'm not asking you to hire 4 people, hire 5 people, otherwise work yourself. I'm not at all involving in this. So such kind of projects are called fixed bid project. Nowhere a client is going to interrupt you while handling the resources, while hiring the resources and whatever it may be. But of course, they're going to look into the quality wise. Quality wise, definitely they'll be looking after what kind of quality you are maintaining and all. And this is something about fixed bid. And the billing project, per resource per hour. In my project, 18 people are there. Project manager is getting $100 per hour. A business analyst is getting $80 per hour. That means client is paying 8 hours. That means almost for 8 hours he'll be paying. So like that, testing engineer is getting $20. Networking architect is getting $30 per hour. So like that. But we are not getting it. A company is getting. So the client is paying to the company for this project because they hire the people. So per hour, per resource. But finally we are getting our salaries only. So I am the fixed bid for my company, and my project is a billing project to my company, from the client. So in this way we can analyze it. So per hour, per resource. So, and here the time frame would be a bit because I'm going to discuss about this methodologies, then it will be crystal clear for you why actually they are opting this billing projects. So once you hire the people, yes, for this segment to this segment, maybe I require the design engineers. I'm just going to hire them, and after that is why contract basis, contract to permanent. So such kind of things will come here in this billing project. So this is about it, and whatever billing or fixed bid, but it is really, they're more going to concentrate on this billing project for that such kind of contract basis. So, and even we were discussing about this document just for the introduction. So request for proposal, request for information, request for quotation. request for a proposal, information, quotation. So these three documents are going to be received by the client. We are going to receive these documents by the client. So whenever they are actually initiating this project, so we will be requesting for the, we are going to send a proposal, and that means, for an example, you conducted a meeting. So we are just proposing that, this is what is my requirement, and we'll be asking for the quotation, how much time and how much amount, and request for information. These are all the pre-project activity documents. Pre-project activity documents. Once we got that project, and we have this BRD, business requirement document, functional requirement specification, system requirement specification, requirement traceability matrix. These are all the documents. Whatever I have highlighted in this yellow color, whatever I highlighted in this yellow color, this is what we are going to take care of. A business analyst will take care of this, documents, BRDFRS, RTM. This is what is our first class. So now,
as you explained about the last points, can we go back? Yeah. PRD and FRS and RTM, right?
Yes.
So, what specifically, what is that we're going to do with each and every document? I didn't understand. Why only business analyst takes care of it?
Yeah. All right. So, a functional requirement specification. A business analyst is a person who is going to interact with the client, knowing about those requirements. Just knowing about those requirements orally. I'll be coming to you, I'll be talking to you, and this is just an oral communication. And if I wanted to communicate whatever I have gathered those requirements to my technical team, I should have a document. I wanted to put it in a document. Maybe tomorrow you might get a very good job, and you will be no more with this current company, and still I might be working with the same project. Next day, some other person may take your place, and he may say, who has told you about this requirement? This is not at all correct, and this is not actually required. Who told you? Because you're already out of the company. So that is the reason, whatever I have communicated with you, I should put it in a document, and I need to take the signature, approval. So that document is nothing but a functional requirement specification. So as a end user, how I'm going to communicate with the system, all those things, in detail I'm going to discuss about these documents after completion of all our UML diagrams and all. You'll get to know about it, but this is just a basic information. Whatever I have communicated with you, that means whatever a business analyst is going to communicate with the client, he has to put it in a document. That document is going to act for a legal evidence in the future. This is what you have given. This is what I have done. This is what you have paid. This is what we have communicated. This is only I'm going to deliver. So for that, we are going to prepare the BRD, business requirement document, which is going to act as a legal bond between you and your consultancy. So this BRD is a combination of FRS and SRS, a functional requirement specification plus technical requirement specification, otherwise software specification. So usually we will call it as functional spec, technical spec. You might have heard about this word from your husband. This is functional spec. This is technical spec. So that is a document. So technically, whether it is, how it is, everything is going to be described by the technical people. That is one document. And functionally, I'll tell you the difference between the functional and technical later. So functionally, how it is going to behave. Technically, how it should be. So these both things are going to be described in a document. FRS plus SRS is equals to BRD. In that document, you are going to take the signature. And this RTM is just a checklist. Checklist means I just gather 100 requirements. Example, this GoToMeeting link is there. Each one is one requirement. File is one requirement. View is one requirement. Help is one requirement. So whatever the requirements I have gathered, like sharing the screen, webcam, audio, audience. So these are all my requirements. Whether a technical people have done this or not, I don't know. So I don't know. I mean, this is almost 100, thousands of requirements. How many requirements I will remember? Even like if you're going to a market, you will prepare a list, and after coming back, you will check everything like whether we have received it or not. That means there should be a checklist, whatever you have received and where it is. So for that, we are going to maintain this RTM, requirement traceability matrix. Whatever the requirements you have gathered, that requirements like where it is, whether it is in designing phase, testing phase, already you have delivered, already they are constructing. So whatever, these things are going to be maintained in a document. That document is nothing but RTM. So this is a simple explanation about this document, and you are going to learn in depth on these documents. Don't worry about it. This is just a simple, basic explanation.
One more question is, as we spoke about project size, so like 15% of the project size, and it contains like later which you explained like 12 to 13 team in a project, right? Yeah, this is the one. So 12 to 13 is the, so there are 2 business analysts required. So yes. Suppose say I join as a business analyst in a initial role. So where will I fall into? I mean, in the team or with as a business analyst?
Oh, I mean, this is completely a team strength. Like, you know, if the 12 to 13 members, above 10 and below 15, and you will be it's all, team means everyone will be there. Like, you know, you are just considering, yeah, already 10 members are there. I cannot all alone handle this 10 members team because I might be interacting with the client. I will be busy while gathering the requirement, document those requirements, again coordinating with this 10 members. It will be very tough.
Right.
So then you might be sending a request to the HR team, I required an associate. Because you cannot engage all the time with this technical people like clarifying their doubts and documentation part. Your work is to gather the requirement. Of course, a team is like, you know, completely 12 to 13 members within that.
So, right. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. Let me start a software development life cycle today. Alright. So, software development life cycle is our second class. SDLC. So, have you heard about this SDLC by any chance?
No.
Alright, not a problem. So, yesterday I was talking about just a project like your bank has given a project to a application development IT company, and a business analyst will visit your place to gather those requirements. So all this stuff, and we were talking about this ERP systems also. So ERP systems, example, your husband is working in in SAP. SAP is a raw product. It's something like, you know, we have everything here, like example, this Microsoft product. This Microsoft PowerPoint presentation is a product of Microsoft. So we have home, insert, design, animation, slideshow, like we have a number of things in this product. Whatever I required, I will be activating. I'll be activating it. So I should not use this word activation. That means you're just programming it. So let me take a simple example here. this is a wonderful document. Let me read. Okay, I have given you a requirement like to develop an internet banking application like this. This is just not a website. This is something like, you're interacting with the database of the bank, right? So now, in the database means internally they might have using a ERP system called Oracle or SAP or PeopleSoft or whatever it may be. You might be interacting with that server when you are transferring the amount, when you are looking for your details or whatever. So you are just connecting to the bank database and you are getting entire your information. So this software development life cycle is something like to interact with that. As a customer, I need to interact with that database. So for that, you'll be developing all these screens. This is a end user screen. This is a GUI screen. So end user means I'm going to use this screen. So I'm an end user, I'm a customer, or I'm a customer to your bank. So whatever, I'll be using this screen. I'm an end user. So an end user is going to interact with the GUI. Graphical user interface is nothing but the screen, whatever you are seeing here. So the graphical user interface, and an end user will be interacting with it. He might be performing some activities, otherwise some transactions, and it is going to connect with the database and it is going to respond back. So for that, I wanted to develop a system here that is called a software development life cycle. For that entire thing, like gathering those requirements, putting it in a order, and that means as per your requirement, I'll be gathering requirements and I'm just going to prioritize those requirements. Then I'll be developing a screen like this. And this is just a view. This is just a photograph. And if I wanted to interact with this, if it needs to connect with the database, I need to develop some coding. Yeah, I need to develop some coding here. If you wanted to interact like this in a backend, they are going to develop the thousands of lines of coding here. That means this is live. So because a human being, this is the face and this is the nervous system. And when you're interacting with the database, to interact with it, to run this process. So you require this face through that internal nervous system. Then it is going to store the data, otherwise fetch the data. So it will be like that. So you are just going to prepare this face and in the backend nervous system, and then you are going to test it whether it is perfect or not. And then you are actually deploying this application to the end user systems. The end user systems where actually a customer can interact. So this entire picture is called software development lifecycle. Alright, okay. Software development lifecycle. Now, you're from ICICI Bank and you just given me this project. I'm working with Deloitte. You have given me this project. And I don't know anything about your company. So I'll be coming to your place, your bank. So I'll be interacting with you since you are my single point of communication. I'll be interacting with you. Now I'll ask you, what can I do for you? What kind of requirements you have? Now you will be starting giving these requirements. Yes, I want something like in my first page it should be like this, and the second page. So a customer should go and he can log in personal, corporate, money to India. So like that I have several things. So each and every requirement you will be delving to me, and I will be taking, I'll be documenting those requirements. So whatever, for an example, this you are asking a first folder should be like this. I wanted to say everything in my home page. Personal, privilege, wealth, private, NRI, corporate, business. I wanted to see everything. It should be like this. And then when you're going to click on the personal, again it is a separate screen. And privilege, again it is separate. And products, it is separate, like that. By clicking on this, like, you know, it should go with the different pages. So like that you're, giving these requirements. Just count how many requirements are there. So 15% time, do you think it will be enough? I don't think so. Because n number of requirements. So this is one example. Let me take another example. A simple supermarket system. I'll be coming to you and you're handling a supermarket and I'm asking, yes, Havila, how can I help you? Because I would like to develop a system. Up to now, you are managing through the, like, you know, invoice bill system, just handwritten bills. Now you would like to make it as, you would like to convert it into information technology. You wanted to take the help of the information technology to generate the bill. The first time you are inventing some IT systems to your supermarket. Now, I might be asking, yes, Havila, what do you want? I wanted to maintain all my product details. That is my first requirement. Yes. What kind of products you have? The first thing. Second thing, like individually you'd like to maintain this, otherwise, like, you know, all together. So all the product details. In my SAP system, a app will be there. They are going to prepare a library for that. We just need to invoke it. We just need to activate that. Example, your mobile phone is there. Thousands of features will be there. How many features we are going to use? Maybe 10, maybe 15. Otherwise, 30. So not more than that. But in this library, you have hundreds of features. In SAP, you have 100. As per my requirement, I will be activating that feature. Now, what is your requirement since you are maintaining a supermarket? You want your product details. You want, like, you know, you wanted to generate the bill. So that means your inventory and sales is important for you. So that is enough. Like, I'll be going to my SAP library and I'll check all the product details and everything in, in a drill down method, like, you know, and first to last segment, like everything I'll take care and I'll try to invoke it. And second thing is your finance details. And third thing is your sales details. Like that, only 3 modules you would like to invoke. That is fine. So this is what is software development lifecycle. So I will be preparing this end user screens. That means where you can see this in the supermarket. That is the end user screens. And in the database, I will be invoking that particular option. That means I'm going to give some space for that. Whenever a supermarket guy is going to enter something, you need to have some space. Directly, it is not going to store. Example, like, you know, if you wanted to save a document, it is going to save as a docs format. If it is a photographs, something like, you know, some other GPF format, and something, some PDF. Like that, we do have a different kinds of. They do have a separate memory for that. So, they have to check it out technically, like, you know, what is the space and how they are going to locate all those things. So all these things they need to check. That is what is software development life cycle. And what is a requirement gathering is, like, you know, depending on your organization. Especially this is supermarket, you are more concerned about your inventory, sales and finance. Now, banking sector, there won't be any sales. Still, you are using SAP. And a supermarket, there will be sales. You are using SAP. Chalo, let me take this insurance company. sales, like, there won't be any inventory, there won't be any products. But still, they are using SAP. Sorry?
How about healthcare?
Healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah, healthcare also, I mean, they can use SAP, but in the healthcare, they won't have any sales, right? But still, they do have.
Yeah.
That means a centralized database system is going to support everything. That means just imagine internally, they have a library. Whenever somebody is in requirement, they'll just go to that particular space and they'll invoke it. That is what is SAP system. That is what is Oracle system. That is called ERP systems. That ERP systems, like, you cannot invoke everything. You cannot activate everything. As per your requirement, you have to activate it. That is what is software development lifecycle. If you have a hospital, healthcare, so just go and activate those healthcare modules. Yes, it will be available. And if you have a logistics, just go to the logistics, and because logistics is 24/7, n number of things will be there. Example, I just wanted to sell a book. So only for that, like, I need to ship it, and small ship to large ship, and then it needs to reach somewhere, and then shipyard, like, you need to purchase some space and labor cost, and then again goods, again courier service. Just imagine, like, there will be a lot of things. Everything should be like everything, each and every transaction should enter into this system. Just imagine lakhs of transactions. So that is a separate thing again. In this, like, example, this is a SAP system, SAP ERP system. So whatever I want, I'll be invoking only that particular thing. So example, this is logistics, this is healthcare, this is finance, this is SD, like, again, like HR. So whatever is my requirement, I'll be going to that particular sector and I'll be invoking it. That is what is development life cycle. Life cycle is nothing but, like, from starting to deliver the requirement. From my starting stage to up to, like, up to the customization of that end user systems and giving the training and how to use that entire thing. Let me take a simple mobile phone, a simple thing. So software development life cycle, what does it, like, internally, right from the call to, like, app, like, final app, they have to develop everything. So, I mean, designers should be there, networking architects should be there, testing engineers should be there. They have to do all these works. So that is what. So this is something about, like, SDLC. But in this SDLC, we have a number of things. Yeah, I was discussing about, let me complete this. So I was discussing about this insurance. So Coca-Cola company. I mean, if I wanted to purchase one bottle of Coca-Cola, I mean, definitely I won't go to the Coca-Cola company. I might be going to a retail shop, otherwise a Pizza Hut or whatever it may be. Because, like, they are going to sell it in a bulk. They're going to sell it in the bulk wise. So, example, you are my distributor. I am the owner of Coca-Cola. You are my distributor. So, you are a good friend of mine, but still, I mean, like, you ask me, yes, yeah, I want 100 bottles now, but I'll be paying later, not now. This is a business trick, yes, not a problem, I'll be sending it to you. I mean, pay me whenever you want. So that's fine, but I have to maintain your details when you are going to pay, because already I sold this. So for me, customer is important, but you are running a supermarket. Will you ask any customer details in the supermarket? Never. I mean, to a supermarket, you just enter and purchase a product, come back. They are not going to ask you what is your phone number, what is your bank details and all. So customer is not important for you. Customer details are not important for you. But for me, customer details are important, yes. I have sent to the Havila supermarket, like, 100 bottles. She's going to pay on so-and-so date. Something like that. So first, like, I'll be mentioning some date. Maybe, like, I'll be asking, yes, when you would like to pay. Maybe first, I'll be mentioning that date. By that time, did I receive or not? So I might be giving you 3 chances. and after that I have to send you a legal notice. For that purpose, at least I should have that information, like my invoice and everything, and I need to generate my invoice behalf of your business, like your supermarket. So customer is important for me. So though I'm using SAP system, I have to invoke that customer details. For you, no need. So like that, I'll be gathering this requirement. So might be it is mixed, all the mixed up, but if you could understand in detail, it is very easy. Just imagine, yeah, everything is database. Everyone is maintaining a simple like SAP, Oracle applications, but business is different. You're going to the hospital, they are maintaining SAP systems. You're going to purchase a Sony mobile, they are maintaining it. Vision Express. So why? Like one ERP system, how it is accommodating everything? Oh, might be it can accommodate everything as per their requirement. They are just going to install it. They're just going to install as per their requirement. In my mobile phone, I want only WhatsApp. I want only Gmail. Apart of that, I don't require anything. But my brother wants each and every application because since he wanted to chat. So depending on his requirement, he is going to invoke those features. Installation. That is what I'm going to do. I have hundreds of features. If you could look into this Microsoft thing, so whatever I require, I may not use all these features. See, look at like text is there, align is there, so many things are there. So animation, slides, I may not use all these things. Whatever is required for me, maybe 10 or 15. But for you, maybe that is a different requirement. For me, this is a different requirement. For you, you might use some formulas. For me, I don't require it. So, but when, as per your requirement, you're using this, and as per my requirement, I'll be using it the same way. That is what is software development life cycle. Clear?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
At least got a clue about it?
Yes.
If you got that clue, that is more than enough. So,
plan. Yeah.
All right. So software development life cycle. So series of activities. So this is software development life cycle. The series of planned activities to develop or alter the software products. So alter means like whatever I was saying, like just installation purpose. But some typical companies will be there. Like for example, home, insert, design, animation, everything is there. But you're asking to add one more window called help here itself. But a predefined SAP function is not there. But you're asking for that. This is something customization. Then what I will do is, immediately I won't take this requirement. So before taking some requirements, I'll be checking with my technical team whether it is possible technically or not. So immediately I won't accept to take this requirement. So what I will do, I'll take some time. Yes, Havila, I'll check with my technical team whether it is possible or not. That means I'll be going to my technical team. My project manager is going to coordinate with SAP Labs. So some companies asking me to insert one more tab here, like help tab. Can we do that or not? So this SAP product development IT company is going to help to this application development IT company to install it. How to do this coding part and all. So for this installation, while they are installing it, they have to develop a coding again, separate thing. Otherwise, sometimes they may tell, no, it is not possible. If you wanted to do that, sometimes in application development company, experts, scientists will be there. And they'll be taking this kind of experiments. No, why can't we do that? We can do this, that, this. Okay, they can do everything, but probably it may fail because already a testing and everything has done and they released this product, SAP product. And they're asking like, yes, you have to go with these modules. If you wanted to insert something new, you have to take my permission. And I'm going to test it whether we can do it or not. Whether it is going to affect anything else in this project. Anything else in this coding. No, I wanted to use it. It's my own. I'll be taking these tablets. It's my own. It's okay. Take it. But internally, what kind of things are going to be affected, you don't know. As per doctor prescription, you have to follow. But some people won't follow that. Oh, no problem. We can take it. So it may affect to the project in the future, not immediately. In the future means if you wanted to develop it one more time. Example, you have developed SD software, like sales and distribution and finance. In future, it is completely like, you developed a lot, like, you started some more branches. Now you would like to come up with some other module called HR. That time it may affect. We never know. So you have to take the approval from this development, like, product development IT company. Otherwise, that is your headache. They are not going to tell you, no, if you wanted to go ahead. I'm not going to take any risk, like, I'm not going to approve it. So because of this process, I might be taking some time. I should not, like, you're a business analyst. I'm asking you, yes, how can you do that? Like, help me. No, yes, I can do it for you. Not a problem. Let me check. You should not promise in that way. That is the first thumb rule you have to learn. Never say no to the client. That is number one. But still, if, you have to take some time. Yes, definitely. Let me check with my technical people. If everything is fine, definitely I can do it for you. In such a way, like, you have to convince your client. So that should be there. So your technical people are going to coordinate with them. Example, you purchased a new car and they're asking you to, go with only Bridgestone or Continental tires. So they have told you, they suggested you in that way. But you're asking, no, I will use some other tires. Okay, not a problem. But instead of 5 years, maybe you have to sell your car within 3 years. So in that way, because it is already tested. So this is, the important point to remember. So you should not commit to your client initially. So nicely, you have to tell, yes, we are here to help you. We are here to help you, but let me take some time to check it out whether it is possible or not, because I'm not a technical person. So immediately, because of such kind of requirements, not each and everything, such kind of requirements, and better to take a help of a technical guy also. Whenever you are attending a meetings, when you are coordinating with your client, better to take a technical person with you. So that is more going to help you. Like, immediately he can check, he can give you a report, yes, Havila, you can take that requirement, approve that requirement, that way. So that's what. So series of activities to develop a software system is nothing but the software development lifecycle. Basically, we have two types of projects. One is implementation and another one is a support project. Implementation project and support project. In an implementation project, we have a project preparation phase, 5 phases. Project preparation, blueprint, realization, final preparation, and go live. Project preparation, blueprint, realization, final preparation, and go live. And just for the information, and we have to learn about the server's information also. In this project preparation itself, I'll come back. So this is about software development lifecycle.